Welcome to My Kitchen with Jake. I'm your host, Chef Jake Osborne, and we normally film our episodes here in the Agricole Farm Stop kitchen space. But today, we're gonna go out and see what Chelsea has to offer for the holidays. So we're gonna go outside of our kitchen doors, down the street just a little bit, past Jiffy Mix, and to one of the very best appliance stores in all of the land. We're going to Heydlauffs Appliances. I've been fortunate enough that me and my family have bought some of the appliances that we have in our homes from here, but this is the perfect spot to build your Christmas wish list. We are going to be in their Wolf Sub-Zero Cove in their showroom, checking out some of the very best appliances you can get your hands on. So hang out with us for a little bit and experience what Wolf and Sub-Zero have to offer. We'll be back in just a minute when My Kitchen with Jake continues.
My Michigan TV is streaming everywhere on Apple TV, Roku, Fire TV, and more smart TV apps. My Michigan TV is on your phone too. Take us with you wherever you go. Just search for My Michigan TV on your favorite app store or visit mymitv.com. On your TV, on your phone, on the web. All Michigan streaming everywhere. My Michigan TV.
A fresh start lets you refocus, helping you live in the moment. Where you can take the lead or take a bow, basking in the glitz and the glow of winter. Because when the snow begins to fall, you feel the excitement rise. Set your sights on a winter wonderland as Fresh finds new ways forward in pure Michigan.
Traverse City, where falling flakes give rise to wintry pursuits, like a daring descent down a black diamond run, or riding the rails at a local terrain park, a silent glide across glistening snow, or making first tracks in a remote pine forest, then relaxing, at last, with a warm cup and good company as the fire crackles and the flakes keep falling. In Traverse City, life is better when you're in a pretty great place. Visit traversecity.com.
Welcome back to another episode of My Kitchen with Jake. I'm your host, Chef Jake Osborne, and first and foremost, I'd like to thank our sponsors. We've got the Michigan State University Extension Office, the Michigan Hospitality Foundation, and MichiganFoodSafety.com, as well as Heydlauffs Appliances. We're here with my friend today, Jason from Heydlauffs. You're a co-owner, correct?
Co-owner, correct.
Which is awesome.
Yeah,
I've got some
very
of
excited.
y'all's appliances. You guys do a really good job.
Well, great.
Your
We
customer
appreciate
service
that.
is on point.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. My clothes wouldn't be clean without you. So thank you, dude. And my food wouldn't be cooked.
Yeah.
So we're hanging out in your guys' newest showroom.
Correct.
It's the Wolf Sub-Zero Cove, right?
Yeah, Wolf Sub-Zero Cove 2.0 showroom. We did a great job with it. It was a couple years in the making, and
It's
it turned out
gorgeous.
quite nice. Yeah. So
This is the perfect spot for a chef to come and build his Christmas wish list, right?
Correct.
Santa better show up.
Correct.
For a wolf.
Santa's going to come out big time. Yes, of course.
So what's your favorite piece of equipment in this room?
Honestly, I'd say induction.
Ooh,
the
show it to
induction
me.
range, cooktop. Obviously, we have a lot of cooktop options too, but just the consistency, the control, everything you gain from induction, to me, is better than gas.
Okay.
It really is. I think you get better results. You're going to boil faster. You can sear better. That's obviously your territory too, but I really think, the safety of it too, if you have a small, family, it doesn't get hot enough to ever injure anybody or anything like that too. And I just think induction is really taking off, and I think is going to be the way of the future.
No, I kind of think you're right. With the way that they're changing things with natural gas here
Correct.
in Washtenaw County specifically,
Yep.
this is kind of your best option.
I agree.
Well, and as a chef, gas, you cook with fire, right? Gas is, you're cooking with gas, that's what they say.
Yeah.
But with induction, I've used induction for chocolate a lot, for pastries. And the detail, the control you have with the heat is unparalleled.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. And you don't get any of the splash over from the heat going up the side of the
Yeah.
bowl or anything like that. Here in just a moment, I think we should put a chuck roast on that. Because like I said, I brought groceries.
Perfect.
I shop appliances like a pro.
Yeah.
When I shop appliances, we're showing up. We're going to try it out.
Great. I look forward to it. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll throw a chuck roast on there, I think.
Okay.
Does this oven have one of the thermoprobes in it too?
It does.
It does.
Correct. Yep. I don't have the probe hooked up, but yes,
Ooh,
certainly
I
will have
love the
probe
blue.
accessibility. Yep.
That's a good blue.
That's Wolf's version. Anything that's got the electric oven for them has that blue color. So that's
I
their
love
patent blue color. Yep.
That's really fun.
It's got the telescopic racks that can pull out, so if you have a heavier turkey or a roast in the oven, it can support quite a bit of weight for that too.
Well,
so.
our roast isn't that big.
Well, that's good.
We'll get it in there in a minute and we'll try it out.
great.
I also want to check out our refrigerators because I put stuff in one of the refrigerators, but you guys have a lot of refrigerator options.
Absolutely.
And a lot of stove options.
Yeah,
so if
we
there's
sure
any
do.
other favorites, you should point
We
them
sure
out
do.
on our way through.
Absolutely. Over here we have the Pro 36 model through Sub-Zero. That's going to give you that more industrial look. It's going to have that see-through glass door.
Oh, yeah, I like this
the
one.
extra drawer option here as well. But really what you're going to get is their patent dual compressor system. So you're going to have a compressor running the refrigerator and the freezer. So we're maintaining the best environment in each compartment.
It's really sweet.
Divided storage.
I like this a lot. I like these kind of refrigerators because when you're in a professional kitchen, like what I'm used to,
Correct.
You deal with a refrigerator a lot more like this.
Correct. Absolutely.
An at-home refrigerator, you always end up with everything organized and properly. You've got like the drawers on the bottom, your crisper for your produce. I don't know if you know like food safety things, but that's the last thing you ever want to do, right?
Yeah.
So when you look at how we've got it, we've got all of our produce at the top,
Yeah.
and then our meats are at the bottom.
Okay.
And it is all about drip.
Yep.
Okay. These are solid shelves, but if I put my chicken above my salad and it drips on my salad, that means I need to cook my salad to 165 degrees.
Certainly.
So that it kills the pathogens.
Yeah.
Or my steak above my salad, 155 or
Well, that's
whatever.
a great way to look at it. Yeah,
Yeah.
certainly.
So these refrigerators as an option really gives you, allows you to stack your stuff in there the correct way.
Correct.
Which I think
Absolutely.
is cool.
Yeah, it sure does.
I
And
also really like that this
that
one
bottom
that's
one pulls out, yep. So as you see, we can have our water here, quick grab items like that, but
That's
just
sweet.
easier access to the inside of the fridge. We're not dipping underneath the shelf to get something. In this case, we can grab that directly out of the
Yeah.
refrigerator. So it's beneficial to the customer, and to me, it benefits somebody like yourself that might cook quite a bit in the kitchen
and you
too.
can keep it
So,
clean,
correct.
which is the most important. And these trays, I didn't bring this. This was already in there. I hope you didn't mind that I used.
No, it's perfect.
I
That's
was
what it's there
this
for.
is perfect for chicken. Now it doesn't drip.
That's what it's
and then
there
there's
for.
this one here too.
Correct.
I love that they're metal, so you're not going to break it. I mean, if you've got a refrigerator like mine, you've probably got a plastic drawer that's broken here or there.
Yes, certainly. Those plastic crisper drawers can wear and tear over a little bit
Yeah,
too.
this
so.
one's going to last.
Yeah, this is their Patent Pro series, so it's going to have that stainless steel interior, and that's your big difference too. So obviously that'll help maintain temperature inside as well.
Yeah.
And that's real beneficial for a refrigerator like a Sub-Zero that is meant to hold food longer.
Yeah.
That's
Now,
what it's designed to do.
for people like Santa Claus, the Sub-Zero means that he'll have good access to it, right? It's
Yeah.
close to that North Pole.
He'll have to lug that through the chimney. It might be a little difficult. It's
Yeah.
a 1,000-pound refrigerator.
But then
so.
it'd be in scratch and dent, right?
Yeah.
You guys have a scratch and dent.
Correct. We
Then you can get a discount on it. Santa will be happy. So is
Exactly.
this your favorite fridge in this room?
I would say this is one of my favorites. You know, behind us over here too is the Designer Column series, which I love those because they actually allow you to customize sizing. So what you have here is an all refrigerator or all freezer, all refrigerator.
Oh, nice.
Panel ready, so you can blend it in with the rest of your kitchen.
Oh, that's
So if you
gorgeous.
have a wonderful cabinet design in your kitchen, we can blend that in with freezer or fridge. But we can customize sizing. So if you wanted a bigger fridge and a freezer, you have the ability to do that.
That's really sweet.
So it benefits certain people in the kitchen. You know, let's say they did want more organization in the freezer. I've had people do a 36 freezer and a 36 refrigerator.
Nice.
So it just depends on the sizing capabilities, but we can customize.
So they're
it.
not connected here? They're separate?
They're two separate units. This is the trim kit that connects them.
Wow.
The biggest difference is that flush look.
Yeah.
That's what we're gaining here
I love
versus
that.
that Pro series.
Yeah.
But you'll
I love that
notice,
it's not a drawer. I hate
Correct.
freezer drawers. They make
Correct.
me crazy.
well, you lose organization.
Completely.
So in here we have shelving. I think that makes a huge difference, especially if you're utilizing the kitchen the way most people want to do.
These refrigerators are incredible. From all of the aesthetics and all of the equipment to it, to the part where it's just completely camouflaged right in and you've got the options. And just unreal, Jason. You guys really
you.
knocked this out of the park.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so here in just a second, we'll take some of the stuff out of this refrigerator
Okay.
and we're gonna cook something because
Look forward to it.
we gotta make sure they work, right? So we'll be right back in just a second when My Kitchen with Jake continues.
My Michigan TV is bringing you the Lions pregame and postgame fan show. Every Sunday, we'll be live at the Detroit Sports Bar and Grill for pregame and postgame to discuss the top plays, latest news, upcoming matchups, and more. We want to hear from you. During the show, join us live via Zoom and give us your take. Just go to lions.mymytv.com or stop by our studio in downtown Detroit for a chance to appear live on air. The My Michigan TV Lions pregame and postgame fan show, where your comments come first.
Welcome back to My Kitchen with Jake. I'm your host, Chef Jake Osborne. This is my friend Jason, co-owner of Heydlauffs Appliances. And this is our roast, Chuck. So we're going to be making this roast in their appliance showroom to better understand how to utilize these appliances, to keep your food safe, and to build your Christmas wish list. I know that one of these is definitely on my list. Yep. And it should be on any parent's list too, right? Because right off the gate, you go up to this stove and you don't know how to turn it on. You're not going to accidentally turn on a gas range like this one.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
So for young people, for families, this is an awesome option. So this is an induction cooktop. Induction, can you tell us how induction works?
Induction actually connects magnetically with the pot or the burner and the pan itself. So what we're doing is we're not relying on a gas source or a heating element to heat that pan. So we're not relying on the cooking surface itself to heat the pan.
Right.
So what that means is safety first. So we're not going to get hot to the touch. No one will ever burn anything when we touch the control or the screen or anything like that too. So I think the big thing with induction is safety, 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 and cleanability too.
Yeah, super cleanable. It's like cooking on a glass top, but maybe even better.
Correct.
One thing to note about using an induction, you'll see these pans, they've got, you can hardly tell, this one maybe more so. It's got that extra foot on it here. That's an insulated space on the pan. Those are so that it can be conductive. Cast iron also works on induction. But let's get going. Let's get this seared.
Absolutely.
So right out the gate, we're gonna go for a high temp sear. I already put the roast in the pan because, you know, we brought groceries to an appliance store. So normally I would say never put a food in a cold pan. But today we did. Sorry, Gordon Ramsay. Or Wolf, whoever it might be.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's go ahead and turn this on high. Okay. We'll get it unlocked and then crank it up.
So you're going to power it up. We're going to select the burner itself. So right now we're going to go, we selected the burner there, and I'm going to go to the highest setting there.
That was easy.
Very easy. And everything here to remember, only where the pan is making contact is where it's actually going to, I shouldn't even say heat up because that's not the process, but it's never going to be hot to the touch.
Yeah, that's where it'll conduct.
Exactly. And we're already starting to get that process happening. I don't even think you'll get that with gas, in my opinion.
No,
but,
you really can't.
You know, that's your expertise certainly there too. We can always flip it down to medium, and you can see how quickly it adjusts.
Yeah, that was fast.
So instant, almost instant control. I can go down to low.
Does it slide or is it?
You can slide your finger across.
Like a Lincoln.
Correct, like a Lincoln.
Oh,
exactly.
I love that.
Exactly. But just an immediate control.
Nice.
I truly don't think you even get that with a gas cooking surface.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
Well, and like you said, this is, I mean, the space for it is cold.
Correct.
I mean, even underneath where the pan was sitting, I can leave my hand there.
Exactly.
And I love that it locks. I mean, for families, that just makes sense. My sister, she's got a gas stove and a gazillion children.
Yeah.
And everything's on the front. Yeah. So for their little hands, they can make to it.
Exactly.
You can't really with that.
Exactly. You can lock the controls specifically so it does not turn on at all. So you have to hold the lock button down so if a kid reaches his hand across, you know, the nice thing about that is it won't turn on. Yeah. And it won't do anything unless there's a pan there.
That's awesome.
So if I were to leave a burner on for any reason, I move the pan off, I'm finishing my cooking, it will never do anything. It'll shut the burner off. So that's what's very incredible about it.
Like if we just lift this one right off and it stops?
And then you can move it over to a different burner too. So if I wanted to switch to this burner, I can turn that burner on and continue everything I was doing there. This will blink because there's nothing registering any heat there. It'll be warm to the touch.
Yeah, it's warm, but it's not hot.
Exactly, and it will never be hot enough to ever really injure anybody. So that's the best part about it. And then as you see, that one started to blink and then that burner turned off.
We're getting some oil splatters, so
that's
I apologize.
That's okay.
That's how you know that they work.
And we like the smell too. So.
Yeah, that smells good, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
It's all those shallots. Those are shallot slips. I got them over at Agricole. I don't know if you shop over there.
Yeah, absolutely. We sure do. Everybody that works here does.
Amazing stuff, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
They're basils from Michigan too. And
Okay.
it's like November.
Yeah.
Well, it's December, right?
Yeah.
Is today the 1st?
Today's 30th.
30th.
So almost one more day.
Yeah. But basil, like what? I got tomatoes for the chicken too from Agricole. That's greenhouse grown from Tantre Farms.
Okay.
Who we've mentioned before, but really awesome product.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, let's go ahead and finish this roast,
Okay.
and then we'll join back in just a second when we throw it in the oven and we stick that probe in the meat. Sound good?
Wonderful.
All right,
Look forward
so
to
we'll
it.
be back in just a second. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to Heydlauffs, MichiganFoodSafety.com, Michigan State University Extension Office, and the Michigan Hospitality. Thank you so very much. Sadly, you won't get some of this meat, but we appreciate that. We'll be back soon.
Hey, welcome to Michigan Fun, the show where we check out the state's top festivals and events.
Join host Mike Sukent as he talks with guests from all across Michigan.
How are you doing, Mike? How's everybody in Fair Festival land out there?
Get the inside scoop on what's happening at festivals and events across the state.
A lot of concerts and free family fun, you name it, and we have it.
Your secret's safe with us. I thought mermaids were fictitious beings.
We got everything at Pirate Festival.
I mean, this is countdown.
Countdown only a couple of weeks away.
You guys busy there in Grand Haven?
Yeah, just a little bit.
We're hoping the weather is holding. We've called Mother Nature. I don't know if I can do much, but Mother Nature and I, we have an understanding.
I mean, people are coming to these events and these fairs and these festivals. They just want to have a good time.
It is one of those events that is so much fun.
That will be a lot of fun.
Looking for the perfect weekend getaway? Love Lansing like a local. And we promise, you'll love Lansing just as much as we do.
My Michigan TV is streaming everywhere on Apple TV, Roku, Fire TV, and more smart TV apps. My Michigan TV is on your phone too. Take us with you wherever you go. Just search for My Michigan TV on your favorite app store or visit mymitv.com. On your TV, on your phone, on the web. All Michigan streaming everywhere. My Michigan TV.
Welcome back to My Kitchen with Jake. I'm your host, Chef Jake Osborne. This is my friend Jason from Heydlauffs Appliances here in downtown Chelsea, just across the street from Agricole. And here is our friend Chuck, who we seared off with our oil, our herbs, and then we added some aromatic vegetables. Now, something that we're gonna do that's really cool, we use the induction cooktop. We're in an appliance store, so we're gonna use a different oven to bake it in, but we're gonna use one of the ovens that has a probe. And that probe is going to cook to the internal temperature of our meat. So let's go ahead and take this to the oven we're going to use.
Absolutely. Okay.
And get it hooked up. Sound
Okay,
good?
that sounds great. And it's really easy and very intuitive to use this probe because they're going to try and make it foolproof for the most part. In this sense here, we already kind of selected it to the meat setting.
Okay.
So what we'll do is we'll select meat. We're going to say beef. We're going to go over to the roast setting. And we're going to go to medium.
That's how I like it.
And then we're going to hit done. And it's really going to tell us how to do it now. What rack position they want it, the probe position, and then roughly about, you know, what the internal temperature is going to reach at medium too.
I feel like I'm not going to have a job by the end of this.
For me, it makes it very simple.
Oh, look at
For people like me.
Okay, so then we've got a probe. We're just going to put that into the thickest part of the meat. Can I leave the lid on when I do this? I'm going to insert that.
Okay.
I'm just going to leave the lid on so it doesn't splash anywhere.
Okay. And then we'll hit start. There you go. And it's starting the preheat process.
Wow. This thing's really cool too, the way it comes in and out.
Exactly. It's meant to give it more of a clean look on the outside when you're not using it. So if you had to wipe it down and clean it as well. And then this is going to give us what the oven temperature is eventually going to reach.
Okay.
So we can adjust that if we needed to as well.
Is it giving us time too?
It will give us time once it gets to that preheat process, I believe. So, yep.
Well, we'll have to check back in on that in
Absolutely.
just a second.
Absolutely.
For the time being, do you want to help me prep our chicken?
I would love to. That sounds great.
Cool. So let's go ahead and get our ingredients ready.
Okay.
I'm going to have you work on cutting up some potatoes I cleaned earlier. Would that be all right?
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. So these are our red skin potatoes.
Okay.
This is just a cheapo knife.
Okay.
But we're just going to cut them in half and throw them in the bottom of this pot.
Simply cut them in half.
Just in half. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to get together our mirepoix, which is equal parts carrots, celery, and onions.
Okay.
Those are aromatic vegetables.
Okay.
And I'm also going to get our chicken and some tomatoes, which will provide some acid to help soften our meat.
Sounds great.
Cool.
Sounds great.
I'll be right back.
I'll get started.
Cool. Okay, so I'm grabbing chicken, mirepoix, and tomatoes. Jason, do you cook at home much?
You know, I try to as much as I can. I'm a novice. I'll make my simple things I need to for dinner and do a lot of that. But, I'm probably not the best cook in the whole entire world. But
do you have these kind of appliances at your home?
I don't have Sub-Zero Wolf, but I do have, some nice appliances that we do sell. Got a couple GE pieces, a Bosch dishwasher,
Nice.
kind of the desirable ones. But
yeah, you guys have some fancy dishwashers. I saw the thing down in the end. What are they? It's
Cove. I believe in about 2018, Sub-Zero and Wolf decided to have their own luxury dishwasher line made directly in Madison, Wisconsin. It is a 5-year warranty on it. They're very well built. I can't tell you enough good things about that dishwasher. So really that made them now have that trifecta.
Yeah.
So now they're going to have the ability to cook, clean, and keep everything cold.
That's sweet. It's a really cool dishwasher. I like all of the green in it.
Exactly. The green is meant to show adjustability.
I think that's probably enough potatoes.
Is that good?
We'll fit them all. Yeah.
Okay.
What do you mean adjustability?
So in terms of adjusting the racks, we can adjust tongs in there if you want to lay bowls and plates in there.
Oh, nice.
So it just shows you everywhere where it's adjustable in the dishwasher. So yeah.
So for this chicken, just sorry to interrupt you.
No, that's
get to
great.
another thing. We just did the aromatic vegetables, the potatoes, and then I stuffed this with some lemons, some onions, covered it in olive oil, shallots, garlic, herbs, the whole kit and caboodle. And this is a fat chicken, so that's why I was like, maybe that's enough potatoes. I'm gonna shovel some of them into this bowl for a second.
Okay. I got carried away.
There's a fat bird in there. I was really hoping to kind of show people what it's like during the holidays, right?
Yeah,
you
certainly.
might be cooking chicken or turkey as well as a ham or a roast and doing all sorts of different stuff. And when you're organizing your refrigerator and you've got all of those different meats and different items in there, it kind of changes it too, right?
Certainly, absolutely it does.
So that's why we ended up with a really fat bird. That, and we had to test this Wolf oven out, right?
Of course.
Whoops. Let's call that good before I wreck the counter anymore.
Okay, no, you're fine. You're fine. It looks great.
Yeah.
It smells very good, too.
It does smell good, doesn't it?
Kind of is my theme. I keep saying it smells good.
So I would love to stick this in another oven with another probe. Does that sound good?
That sounds great.
Okay, so let's go ahead and take a minute so I can clean up my mess, because goodness, we're in a showroom for Pete's sake. But we'll be right back in a second when My Kitchen with Jake continues with a rag.
the temps drop and the snow starts falling, yeah, Traverse City is just warming up. Explore a snow globe of adventure. Hit the slopes. Hike through snow-covered forests. Or get cozy with some local flavor. Plan your escape to winter's best-kept secret. This is TC. It's totally cool. It's Traverse City.
Welcome back to My Kitchen with Jake. I'm your host, Chef Jake Osborne. This is our friend Jason from Heydlauffs Appliances. And Jason just named our bird Larry Bird.
Larry Bird.
So we're gonna put Larry here in this Wolf oven, and we're gonna use the same system kind of as the other oven. So this is another Wolf, correct?
Mm-hmm.
With a gourmet setting and a probe.
So we'll hit gourmet. We're gonna go back to meat again. But this time, obviously, we're gonna go to poultry. Went a little too far there. Poultry. And we're gonna say whole bird.
She knows. Whole Larry. Under 12 pounds.
Under 12 pounds. There we go.
Unbrined.
And then we hit unbrined.
She was marinated.
And then you hit done. So it's the same process as before. We can hit start.
Sweet. And then I stuck the probe in the deepest part of the meat, in the breast. We'll close it up without getting the camera guy in there. And that's all she wrote.
Nice and easy.
Awesome.
Foolproof.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna give it a little bit of time.
Okay.
Normally I'd say, I'd eyeball my time, but this time we're not gonna. We're gonna let her do it, or him, or
wonderful.
whoever they are.
Whoever it wants to be, yeah.
Has this one started giving us a time yet? Does it give us a time in the end?
Let's see. I think it should.
But she's still preheating.
Still preheating the process, so.
Okay, well, so we're still preheating. We did that thing again where we put food in a cold pan. Oopsie daisies, but it'll be all right. So we'll give it just here a quick minute. Let's go check out downtown Chelsea, see if there's anything in the scratch and dent I can get Billy to buy me.
There you go.
And then we'll go from there. Okay?
Sounds good.
So we'll be right back in just a quick second.
Hi everybody! Here's 5 fun things to do in Delta County during the winter. The first thing we recommend checking out is the Days River Pathway Trail. Here you can go fat tire biking, cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, or hiking. Next up is snow tubing at the Gladstone Ski Hill. They have 3 fun different runs for all different levels of tubers. The third thing you have to check out is ice fishing on the Little Bay Danach. Out on the ice you can expect to catch large walleye, pike, perch, and other species. If you're looking for fun things to do at night, check out the Lantern Lit Trail at Fayette Historic State Park. You can go cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, or fat biking along the Lit Trail. The fifth thing you should experience is Gray Lakes ice racing on the Escanaba River. Here you can watch racers zoom by on the frozen track. We hope you enjoyed learning about these 5 fun things to do in Delta County during the winter, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
My Michigan TV is streaming everywhere on Apple TV, Roku, Fire TV, and more smart TV apps. My Michigan TV is on your phone too. Take us with you wherever you go. Just search for My Michigan TV on your favorite app store or visit mymitv.com. On your TV, on your phone, on the web. All Michigan streaming everywhere. My Michigan TV.
Welcome back to My Kitchen with Jake. But today we're not in my kitchen, we're in your kitchen. So this is my friend Jason here at Heydlauffs Appliances. We're across the street from Agricole, and we are hanging out in their Wolf Sub-Zero Cove showroom. And we've utilized a bunch of cool refrigerators. We've got some stuff in some really, really incredible ovens. Those are serious
Very
ovens.
nice ovens, yes.
But we got a little bit of time while they're baking. So our probes are working on it. We know what the internal temperature is. We're gonna work on some plating stuff. Okay. So I brought some spring onions and some of these little sweet peppers. Okay. This is a really easy thing that you can do at home with some ice water. So really great thing for Sub-Zero. I had this in the bottom of the refrigerator. Okay. Normally I throw some ice in it too. Yeah. But take one of these spring onions. I'm gonna show you how to make them into little curly Qs. Okay. And you can put these on a plate to like garnish with or wrap them in ham. So I just shear off a little bit of that outside layer, not a lot. Okay. And then I'm really carefully going to cut off just the root section. So we're gonna give it just a tiny little slice, like that, so that it's nice and clean.
Okay.
Next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut it across the top so that we get rid of this. This we'll save for stock and for cooking later, but all we really want are these sections.
Okay.
Now what we're gonna do is we're carefully going to use the very end of this paring knife, and we're gonna stick it in. We're gonna leave part of it connected, but we're gonna split them, and we're gonna split them going up a few different times. Now what this is gonna do is we're gonna throw this in ice water, and we're gonna let it sit in the ice water. Oop, I just cut off a bunch of them. We're gonna let them sit in the ice water until we're ready to plate. And all of those little parts that we just cut off are gonna turn into curlies.
Oh,
They're
really?
Gonna get curly, and they'll be really pretty. So they'll be like a really easy garnish to add to stuff.
Okay. You're quicker. I'm watching you.
They do, yeah, once you get your rhythm down. So I split it across.
Okay.
Then I turn it again, and I split it all the way down. This is the best way to try and not cut off all your little curlies.
Oh, I see what you're doing now. Oh, okay.
That one almost turned into curlies right away. See them, how they're flaring out?
Yeah, no kidding. Okay.
So they'll completely curl around.
Okay.
They'll be really pretty when we're done.
Okay, great.
So we'll do a few of those, and then we're gonna do the same thing to the peppers.
Okay.
Except we're not gonna cut them all the way through. And we'll put them in ice water too. And what'll happen is they'll bloom. So these will look like little flowers. These are really nice on like a crudité board, or if you're gonna have like your roast on a big platter for the holidays, you can just put them on the side, and it adds just a little bit of flair. Like all these sides will open up, and then you'll see just those seeds in the middle like that. And that's a fun thing.
Oh yeah, okay.
Hopefully they go quick. That one's already on his way, see him go?
Should put that in there.
Yep.
And that cold water just...
Yep, it just does that.
Wow.
It'll just change how it behaves, and it'll tighten its edges and make it curly. And that's my Sub-Zero trick.
Yeah, I like it.
That?
That's great. No, that's great.
Yeah, so Sub-Zero reaches out. You're gonna have to tell him.
Yep.
We're looking for a couple of new sponsors.
Exactly.
Jake's my bud. We'll make it work.
You got it. No, of course.
I'll just do a few more of these, and then we'll throw them in the freezer. And as soon as we're ready, we'll just decorate our plates with them.
Okay, great.
It'll be cool. It'll be fun. I like these on like a Thanksgiving crudité board.
Uh-huh.
Because you can dip them. You like spring onions?
I do. Absolutely. I love them.
Or like if you do like a ramen at home or anything like that, just add some flair to it. I always cut the little roots off. I think they look weird. They remind me of bugs. I don't know. Who wants it to be reminded of bugs when they're eating?
Exactly. Let me get one over and try again.
Yeah, go ahead. We got plenty. We won't use all of them, but you know, just so that we've got a few. Yeah, that one's doing it really quick. I had that sitting on the bottom of the professional Sub-Zero on that metal chill plate.
Okay.
That would be really nice, like at home, to cool down soups really fast.
I completely agree, and that's, I think, kind of what it's designed to do. That's what's really great about it. It's just very versatile.
The design with all of this stuff is so intentional.
Lost a little skin there. There we go.
Oh yeah, that one got curly quick, that little part that came off. Like, I feel like when you buy this stuff at like, you know, all of the junkie stores, you just end up with something totally random.
Correct.
And it's just a basic refrigerator.
Correct. I'll do one more of
This
these.
is like, they built it and they did it for somebody who actually, you know, has a job to do.
I agree. I would have to agree with you on that.
Okay. You guys hang out. Do something great. I think we're going to put them back on that chill plate here in just a second.
Are you? Okay.
Yeah. Because I think we still have a few minutes on our roast and on our chicken.
There we go.
Okay. Let's
That
call
look good?
that it for a minute.
All right.
Yeah, and
Great.
you guys can check these out here in just a second when we return to My Kitchen with Jake. After these commercials.
Hand me that towel.
This towel looks like the dish rag. I think it's time for a fresh one.
Again, this is one of the big issues that we have in home use. Did you replace that towel as often as you actually should? Especially if you have small children in the house. So making sure this is clean as well.
message from Detroit to everybody. The adventurers, the explorers, the nomads, and the foodies, the art enthusiasts, and the music lovers. When you're ready to come, Detroit is ready to go. From shopping in museums to restaurants, parks, and more, Motown has way too much to do in just a single day. When the time is right, all this is waiting for you in Detroit. Begin planning your next trip at visitdetroit.com.
Welcome back to My Kitchen with Jake. I'm your host, Chef Jake Osborne, and this is Jason with Heydlauffs. And we are about to pull Chuck the roast out of the Wolf oven. So if you could check out here, we had the probe in it. We're still waiting on our chicken, but we allowed it to rest while it was in the oven, just to make sure all of that moisture and all of those flavors stayed. So our internal temperature is currently at 182. Our oven was at 450. We just turned it back on to showcase that. And our chicken is at 165. Just as we organized them in the refrigerator, 155, 165. So let's go ahead and pull this one out. If you want to turn the oven off and then...
Okay, we'll flip it off. You just rotate that to flip it off.
Cool.
And it's ready for you.
All right, and here's Chuck. And then we'll pull the probe too so we can clean that, correct?
Yep, absolutely. That's the best way to do it. Let's set it on there.
All righty. Beautiful. Ooh, it's tender too.
It looks delicious. Sweet. It looks very good.
Yeah. And I'll grab our bird as well.
Okay, here I can help you with that.
Thank you. Beautiful. And we'll pull the probe on that one too.
Great.
It smells good, doesn't it?
It smells delicious. I won't lie, it smells great.
All right. And then we should also grab our little plating items just to see if they bloomed the way I wanted them to.
Perfect.
Oops, sorry.
Absolutely.
Okay. Wow, this freezer is incredible. It really actually kind of froze our water some.
Is that what you're looking for?
That was was that even 10 minutes? So there's ice already all the way around it. Like they kind of froze in there. So hopefully they will come out and they'll curl a little bit more.
Okay.
But let's see if we can get a couple of bites out of there.
Okay, I'm into it.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I am going to grab a knife right quick. If you want to do whatever you got to do with these. They are a little warm. They're not
sure they're
hot,
warm. Okay.
but they are warm. The metal probes on the end are quite hot.
Yes. I'll
Yeah.
get those
We're going to
out
go
here.
behind the curtain and we'll be right back. Get some nice close-up shots of Chuck and Larry.
The Detroit Sports Bar and Grill in downtown Detroit is your go-to spot before, during, and after Detroit Lions, Red Wings, Pistons, and Tiger games. The Detroit Sports Bar, downtown on Woodward at Grand Circus Park, a short walk to the stadiums in the heart of the city. At the Detroit Sports Bar, it's always happy hour with specials always running. On game day, come and get a drink. Then head to your event with the Detroit Sports Bar, carry out cocktails and drinks. On Lion Game Day, stop in early for our live fan broadcast on My Michigan TV, YouTube, Facebook, and more. The Detroit Sports Bar, downtown Detroit. The Detroit Sports Bar, where you'll have a big time and never pay a big price. More at thedetroitsportsbar.com.
My Michigan TV is streaming everywhere on Apple TV, Roku, Fire TV, and more smart TV apps. My Michigan TV is on your phone too. Take us with you wherever you go. Just search for My Michigan TV on your favorite app store or visit mymitv.com. On your TV, on your phone, on the web. All Michigan streaming everywhere. My Michigan TV.
Welcome back to My Kitchen with Jake. We've got our gloves, we've got some knives, and I think it's time that Jason and I go in for a closer taste. Okay, so what I would like to do, for. Let's remember that all of our handles are hot, okay?
Okay.
Because I put them in the oven.
Okay.
But I'm gonna glove up because it's ready to eat food.
Okay.
Ready to eat food always gets gloves, right? So that we don't contaminate it. And we are going, if I can get my fat hands on those gloves. I haven't even had my soap.
Those are always hard for me to do too. Yeah.
I know. I should always buy the XLs, but I'm still in denial. Okay, so I'm not even gonna take it out right now. We're just gonna cut a section off of it and we're gonna put it on one of these plates and see just how perfect it is on the inside. And remember, we went for medium. That looks medium to me.
That looks delicious.
At home, you don't even want to hear this, but at home I never go for medium. I always go for medium well or higher because, you know, I guess it is because I'm my mother's son, but it looks very nice. Beautiful. Okay, would you like to try one?
I would love to try one.
What you saw.
Give
that a shot. And I'm gonna wrangle that chicken right quick too. So I'm gonna go on the other side. What are your thoughts?
Delicious.
Yeah, was it the wolves that did it or was it us that did it?
I think it was a combo of both.
Okay, sweet. All right, and I'm just gonna cut off a section of this bird so you can try it. And then we'll wrangle the rest of it for the staff here in just a little bit. Does that sound good to you? I think it'll sound good to the staff for sure. If we have to showcase it all the time. Beautiful. All right. Would you like to try a piece of that?
I would love to, Jake.
Okay.
This is the part I was waiting for the most.
I would say probably. All right. And then I'm gonna get one of our plates together.
Gotta blow on it a little bit though.
Yeah, they're very hot, be careful. I'm gonna get our plates together and I'm gonna put a couple of our pieces on it. They definitely got icy. We used that Sub-Zero professional version. See how they started to curl? They started to, but really they kind of turned to an ice block really quick, like in a hurry. The same with our peppers, they just really froze to it. If we leave these in the fridge overnight, you see how that one's starting to curl out? All of those will do that, and they'll be like really beautiful little blooms.
Okay.
Yeah. But like I said, these appliances they're serious. Yeah, that one started to curl out too. See how it started to curl outward?
Yep.
They'll all do that. We'll leave these in there tonight, and then you can see them in the morning.
Okay, great.
Yeah, they might even be quicker than that, but
maybe try it at the end of the workday. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we've probably got some showroom cleaning to do.
Okay.
But I'm so excited that all of this stuff turned out. We'll set it out for your staff here in just a minute.
I look forward to it.
Thank you so much for having us.
No, thank you for having us, or for being here and cooking in front of us and showing off the new showroom. It's wonderful. So.
Well, and there's more ways that folks at home can see it, right? You guys have a chef series.
Correct. We have a chef series every third Saturday of every month. It's a new local chef of some sort that will come in, and we invite the public to come in and take a look at it and learn some new things and new tricks and trades. And yeah, it's something that's exciting to show off the new showroom. So
awesome. And I'm hoping to be here to do some demonstrations in February. That's what we were talking with the front desk.
Yes.
So if you want to hang out with us more, get on Heydlauffs.com, find out what date we'll be here, and we'll see you then, okay? Thank you so very much for joining us. Thank you to the Michigan Hospitality Foundation, MichiganFoodSafety.com, and the Michigan State University Extension Office for your support, but most of the support from Heydlauffs.
Thank you.
Thank you, and we'll see you here. Bye, y'all.